state governors may weaponize these forces against political opponents during the 2027 elections. So, on the program tonight, my guest joining me and I will be discussing issues relating to creation of state police, insecurity during elections, and of course, all cycle elections before the 2027 general elections next year. Thanks for joining us on the program tonight. This is Democracy Today. I am Enemaku Ajochegbe. I'll be back in just a moment.
The issues as they break, the multitude, the political figures, the state and non-state actors.
It's a serious threat to democracy.
And our governments seem to be incapable of protecting.
The scheming.
This is not a period we should slip out and go.
Every part of this country is equal.
The intrigues.
There can be no one person that is bigger than the party.
Deft moves and the momentous declaration.
We didn't get any protection.
I'm not particularly against anybody.
We track and capture them all.
I don't believe in godfatherism in politics.
Follow in-depth analysis and no-holds-barred interviews.
Armed forces of the country is well capable. They need the political will.
Are they just waking up from sleep? Is there complacency?
Feel the pulse of happenings in the political arena on AIT Democracy Today. Widely acclaimed authority on politics. Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. Nigerian time.
Now, what is the 2027 election outlook as we go on? Now, with the police neutrality, DSU has issued a zero-tolerance warning against partisanship, pledging that the Nigerian police force will remain strictly neutral throughout the 2027 electoral process. For security preparation, experts have raised concerns about the deployment of police to protect political elites, warning that it could overstretch resources needed for general security. Apart from that, the new helmsman at the Nigerian Police Force, Olatunji Disu, is just, just resumed. And a lot of Nigerians, as well as civil society organizations and other analysts, have been setting agenda, sort of, for the new police chief. How is the outlook for him? What are the expectations for the police chief? Well, joining me in the studio tonight on the program is the convener, Concerned Citizens Leadership, Integrity and Transparency Alliance Initiative. I'm talking about Isaiah Davis Ijele. Thanks for joining us on the program tonight.
Thank you, my brother.
The last time we had an encounter was, you were distances away and the network was a bit friendly, but it was not in the studio. But good to have you here. May I say Happy New Year?
Happy New Year. Nice seeing you today.
Yes, indeed.
God bless you for this.
Thank you. The Nigerian security outlook, or landscape rather, is one that is disturbing for many people. Several killings, and it's been many years, and it's still not Uhuru, not yet Uhuru, as you rather put it. So, what does it look like? What is the outlook for the new Inspector General of Police as he takes office?
You see, like what I used to say all the time, I don't think the challenges we faced in this country when it comes to security is beyond the police or the national securities apparatus, which are the civil defense, the joint task forces. And all these formations were created to tackle some of these menaces. But you see, there are always political undertone that controls and dictates the security architecture of Nigeria. Don't get it wrong. You may say there are other countries that are faced with similar challenges over the time. But check those countries. Where are they? It is still the internal forces. You can't see such insurgents, insecurity in America, persistence for years, decades. Nigeria's security issues is over a decade. No solution.
And still festering.
And it's a clear indication of political inefficiencies.
But there is the police whose job is to keep the peace.
Are they equipped? You see, it is high time we defund the national assemblies. Those guys sitting feeding fat on our money and leaving the security. See, if you go, a lot of jobs, credit to the former Inspector General of Police, I.G. Ogbeteku, you need to see some of his reforms. Even though the media didn't carry most of those things, you see, when I got to see some things that are good, the reason I came out for this police integrity movement is to really showcase the good side, the good part. I'm not saying there are no bad eggs there. We face them every day. I was once a victim of police brutality and still ongoing. But you cannot just oppose the characters of one person as a yardstick to judge hundreds of people.
Okay, let me ask you quickly. If you have experienced police brutality before, why are you so consistent or, very, should I put it this way?
Because negativity sells. If you are a media personality, you are aware that it is the negativity that is selling.
I know you're eager to respond to that question, but I'm really curious to know if you have been brutalized before by the police, but now you are here all over the place, as a matter of fact, fighting the cause of better welfare for the police. What is driving you? It is
because it is the same policeman. I was brutalized by a police. I was almost killed by police, but a policeman rescued me. So you see the two differences. So now there is something that is wrong somewhere. It's about personal beliefs and personal characters. Listen to this. Nigeria police, if they are well funded, will see better characters. I've met some officers that if you look at them, bro, you will be thinking, is this one truly a policeman or a policewoman? By their, wears, address, dressing, they stand out. Not the normal bad guys you see on the street. Don't forget, our organization is not just about talking about the good side of funding police. It's also to expose the bad ones.
All right.
There are bad eggs that we are also exposing. See, under I.G. Ogbeteku, a lot of police officers were sacked, were disgraced, dismissed from the police force, but they were not mentioned on media, which I am advising the current IG, Disu, to build